Today, I'm going to be talking about my social media pet peeves. We all have them. We all have those things that when we see them on social media or we'll see them on a post, they kind of irritate us a little bit. But you guys, it's all in good fun. This is for entertainment only. It's just to have some fun while I slap some makeup on my face. So if you want to hear about my social media pet peeves, then stick around. Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome or welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. I am not going to be talking about the makeup that I'm putting on, but I will have it linked in the description box if you're curious. As always, you don't need the makeup that I'm using. Dig into your stash, get something that works for you. I'm not here to sell you makeup. I'm just here to talk to you. Half my brushes are still wet because I washed them last night, so I'm going to have to get creative with some brushes today. As I said in my intro, sometimes social media can be very, very exhausting. I don't look at comments. I mean, I look at my own comments from my own posts or my own videos, but I don't read comments on other posts. Now, if someone sends me a video and says comments, because the comments are funny, because people are witty, you guys. People are witty, and sometimes comments are really funny. But I don't read comments because, and this goes for everything that I talk about today. You can't control what other people do, but you can control your reaction to that thing. So by not reading comments, I am controlling my own reaction to a post that I am looking at. And the first group of things that I'm going to talk about are pretty much in the beauty space. I mostly watch videos from the beauty space, and these are things that I have noticed that irritate me. And can we just stop tapping on things? Can we just stop? I will not even watch a video. If someone starts tapping on stuff, I'm out. I'm out immediately. So that is not helping them sell their product to me because I'm already gone. I don't like repetitive noises. I don't like certain sounds. And by them tapping, tapping, I'm out. I cannot. And ASMR in general is not my thing. When people are whispering into a microphone or scratching the microphone or, that goes with the tapping, I don't like ASMR. I just don't. So that is not an enjoyable experience for me to watch that. So I don't. If it says ASMR, normally I will not watch. Now, the things that don't bother me that are ASMR are like that YouTube channel Cosmetic Up, where she's fixing makeup or frankening makeup or doing whatever. I find that very soothing. So when it's someone that's like putting it down, like they close it and put it down, that doesn't bother me at all. But when they are purposefully creating certain noises, that irritates me. I guess the more organic sounds, when someone is restocking something, or they open a pop. I'm from Ohio. I say pop, a soda, whatever, and that doesn't bother me at all. That's actually kind of cool. But the purposefully making noises, I think that's what really, really gets me. If you're eating, the amount of people, especially on TikTok, they're talking about something, but they're eating while they're doing it. And it has nothing to do with the food. Like, I can't do mukbang, that type of thing, where they're, trying food on video and they're chewing that. No, thank you. But even like people that aren't doing that for the food's sake, they're just eating. or chewing gum or doing something while telling you a story, I'm out. Don't sit there and eat. Don't chew while you're trying to talk to someone. Smacking your lips like that. No, thank you. No thanks, guys. I guess I should have done. I guess I should have said this at the very beginning. These are all my own opinions. They're all my own opinions. You don't have to like what I like, and you don't have to dislike what I dislike. These are my own opinions. And we're going to get to opinions and all of that a little later, because I have strong opinions on that kind of thing too. So yeah, I don't like, there are noises that I do not like. Kind of got off track a lot. I have notes over here to keep me from going off track. Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. It rarely does. But moving back to the beauty space, one of my biggest pet peeves, and I find this on Reels and like Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, Shorts. I find this all over, where they'll have a line that goes down the middle of the face and there'll be an X over here and a check mark over here. You don't know me. You don't know what my facial shape is like. Everyone has different skin tones, skin types, facial construction, facial shape, that type of thing. And so not everything is going to work for everyone. Most people have different eye shapes. The way I'm doing my makeup right now may be different than how you do your makeup, you do your eyeshadow, because we have different eye shapes. We are different ages. I have very hooded eyes, so I might do my eyeshadow differently than you. And you know what, you guys? That's okay. It's all right. You don't have to do your eyeshadow the way I do. If I am filming a tutorial, that is how I'm doing my makeup. It doesn't mean that it's the only way to do makeup. And it doesn't mean it's the only way to do eyeshadow. Some people probably get triggered AF at the way I do my eyeshadow, but this is what works for me and this is what I like. And you guys, it's okay. We can disagree on how to do makeup. It's easy. You just keep scrolling, or you look at something and you're like, oh, my eye shape is a little different. Maybe if I do this instead of how she's doing it, maybe I can take what she's doing and change it to suit my eye shape or my facial shape or whatever. We don't all have to do makeup the same way. We don't all have to love the same makeup. So when I see someone that says this is the wrong way to do it and this is the right way to do it, that irritates me. That irritates the piss out of me, because she's 18 years old, 19 years old, 25 years old. I'm 52. We are not the same. We don't have the same skin type. We don't have the same skin issues. I have this dark spot right here. I have several dark spots on my face from sun damage. I have very large pores on my nose and by my nose. So what works for the 12-year-old is not going to work for me. So don't tell me that this is the only way to do it, because that's not true. Now, I don't mind when they have the split screen and they're like 2000s makeup, 2025 makeup. You know, there are trends. 2000s makeup or 2016 makeup, which is my favorite, by the way, because it was all too much. Team do too much, I'm here for it. Which brings me to another subject, is trends. I do not like trends. Trends are very polarizing, I think. The reason I don't like them is because trends are not new. Everything is cyclical. Everything comes back. So the things that people were doing in 2000 are the same things that people were doing in the 80s or the 90s or whatever. It's not new. Trends are there to sell product. Clean girl makeup was there to sell product. Cafe makeup was there to sell product. Guarantee you, when they came out, when they started doing the cafe inspired makeup, I have 15, at least, probably more than that, palettes that look just like this. I don't need cafe makeup. I don't need to go out and buy something new for cafe makeup. People have been doing cafe makeup for years. So it is a cash grab. And as a makeup brand, it is perfectly within their right to do that. That's why they're there. They're there to sell product. So I don't begrudge them that. I just don't follow trends because chances are I have something in my collection that is going to be the same damn thing as what she's trying to, or he is trying to sell me. Yes, I keep doing the same thing over and over again because I'm trying to get it to do what I want it to do. So going back to the split screen X and check mark, the way that they tell you to do their blush, or the way that they tell you to do your contour, or the way that they tell you to do your bronzer, everyone has different facial shapes. Like, you can't take that as gospel. You can't say, oh, well, this is the only way to do it because she said so. I have a round face. It's a little bit more oval than it used to be. Thank goodness for that. And I have sagging, you guys. I have sagging. I have things that aren't where they used to be. So what she's telling me to do is not going to work on my facial shape. It isn't. Now, I think there is definitely a place for do's and don'ts. I think there's a place for them, especially someone who is just getting into makeup and they don't know the first thing about putting on some foundation. Then tutorials, there's definitely a place for tutorials. The person watching them needs to keep in mind that this person's skin type, skin tone, facial shape, facial structure, whatever, is going to be different. If you have large cheekbones, first of all, I'm jealous. If you have large cheekbones, if you have very pronounced cheekbones or a very pronounced jawline, also jealous, you're going to do your makeup a little different than I am because I have to make those things. I have to draw those things on. And the way I do my contour is probably not the right way to do it, but it's the way that works for me. Going back to that, it's what works for me. So therefore, I'm going to continue to do it. Now, will I change the way I do things? All the time. I will see things on a video, whether it be YouTube, a reel, a short, whatever, and I will try it. I don't care if she's 12 or 30, I'll try it because I am constantly evolving. I want to constantly up my makeup game. You're always learning something. People that say that they're done learning, that they know everything there is to know, are mistaken. They're mistaken. I know everything there is to know about makeup. I do not have to learn anything else. Those people are too damn big for their britches. We are always learning. There's always going to be something coming out, a new way of doing things. For instance, in the 80s, we did contour. I didn't even use bronzer. I didn't even know bronzer existed in the 80s. It was foundation, powder blush on the apples of your cheeks. It was 2 shades of eyeshadow, or maybe if you're getting crazy, 3 shades of eyeshadow, black liner, mascara. I mean, it was a much simpler time. It was a much simpler time for makeup. You know, I didn't even buy my first bronzer until I was probably in my 40s, early 40s. I didn't even know it existed. And my first bronzer was, I believe, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which is still my favorite to this day. So when you're watching those reels, take it with a grain of salt. You know, take it as a suggestion. By all means, try it. Try it. Maybe it'll work for you. Try what they're doing. If it doesn't work for you, then you know what? You don't ever have to do it again. The reason that it makes it a pet peeve is because they're telling you something is wrong and this is the right way to do it, this is the wrong way to do it. And that is simply not true. It's not true. And that also goes for products and tools and all of those things. A brush might be labeled a blush brush. Do you have to use it as a blush brush? No. You can use it as a powder brush. Hell, you can use it as an eyeshadow brush if you want to. Nobody's telling you can't. I use eyeshadow brushes for powder under my eyes. I use blush brushes for my bronzer. Sometimes I use a powder brush for my blush. You do not have to use the brushes in the way that they are labeled or in the way that people tell you have to use them. I know people that use a sponge for everything. They use a sponge for their foundation. They use a sponge for their cream bronzer. They use a sponge for their cream blush. Whatever works for you. Don't let anybody tell you different, because you guys, they're not the boss of you. They're not the boss of you. And that's really what it comes down to. You do what works for you. You do what makes you feel beautiful. You know, when I do my makeup, I do the most. I do the absolute most. I do all the steps because that's what makes me feel beautiful. That's what makes me feel pretty every day. If putting on a tinted moisturizer and some mascara and a red lip makes you feel beautiful, then you do that. You do that. You guys, the only time, and I know I mentioned this, but the only time where it's at least partially acceptable for me, is when you're trying to teach someone something. This is how I do it. This is what works for me. Maybe it will work for you. So when I do my eye looks, when I do my eyeshadow tutorials, that is a suggestion. It is not the end all be all for how you should be doing your makeup. Lots of talking today, lots of talking. I am in awe every time I put that I will talk about this. This is the shade Tucana from Devinah, and oh my gosh, it is one of my favorites. It is a pink gold number, and it is freaking beautiful. Freaking beautiful it is. I do want to blend that a little bit more. Another thing that makes me so crazy about the beauty community. So I do get PR sometimes. The links in my description box are affiliate links. When people use those affiliate links, I get a couple pennies. Like, I get a little kickback. You guys, by no means am I financing my whole channel with my affiliate links. Like, no way. Now, when people use my links, I am so grateful. I am very, very grateful. But I'm also not going to tell you, say I get a product in PR. I just did a Jobby Coffee video. I was completely honest. No matter what I get, whether I pay for it with my own money or I get it in PR, which you guys, I get very, very little PR. I'm going to be completely honest with you, because while free product is nice, my integrity is more important. Shoot, I gotta take my lip plumper off. Yes, this is toilet paper. It's sitting right beside me all the time. because this is real life here, you guys. This is real life. My integrity means more to me than any free product, than anything that anybody's going to give me. So when I get something in a PR, or if I have an affiliate with this company, okay, let's take Devinah. I am a Devinah affiliate, and that's the only affiliate that I have right now. And the reason is because I will only accept or apply for an affiliate code if I believe in that product. I was a lover of Devinah way before I got my affiliation. And when I got my affiliate code, I was so excited and so happy. And honestly, Deandra is a dream to be affiliated with. I will only be an affiliate for companies that I believe in. If a new company comes along and says, hey, we want to send you this for free. First of all, I do my research. I research that company. And then I make my decision on whether or not they fit with me. They fit my brand, whatever that means. You know, if they fit with what I am doing. So for instance, if a company that makes all glitter eyeshadow contacts me and says, hey, we want to send you some free eyeshadow, free pigments, whatever, and they're all glitter, I'm going to politely decline because that doesn't fit my space. That doesn't fit my brand. Anybody that knows me, that is a subscriber of mine and has been, knows I do not use glitter. No, I do not like it. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like the look of it on me. And I don't use glitter. So I will politely decline. I get emails all the time, and this is not bragging, this is just a fact. I get emails all the time from these Amazon stores saying, we'll send you this free product for a 5-star review. Well, first of all, there's something wrong with that, because I'm not promising any kind of star review because I haven't even tried it yet. And it's just very disingenuous. I just went back and looked for something in my drawer and I can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know, you guys. I'm not going to promise a 5-star review. I'm not going to promise any kind of stars, like I just said. I'm not going to do that because I don't know if I like it or not. I'm not compromising my integrity just for free stuff. I won't do it. And I hope that my subscribers and the people that watch me understand that. So yes, I applied for and received an affiliate link. Oh shoot. You guys, I forgot to do my concealer. I applied for an affiliate code with Devinah and I was accepted, and I was very excited because Devinah is a company that I believe in wholeheartedly. So my point in all this is I have unfollowed so many people who are not genuine. For instance, I used to watch a YouTube channel that was about curly hair. When I first started really getting serious about my curly hair journey, or whatever you want to talk about, or whatever you want to call it, I watched a lot of hair YouTube because I had had a pixie cut for 12 years. As my hair grew out, it's curly. It was never curly before. It was wavy. It was never curly. I used to get spiral perms in the 80s because my hair was not curly. But as it grew out, my hormones had changed. I had had a baby since then. So as it grew out, my hair was curly. You guys, I was a hairstylist for over 20 years. Did I know how to do my own hair? No. No, I did not. So I watched a lot of hair YouTube, a lot of curly, wavy hair YouTube. And there was one particular creator that got PR. Every week it was something new. And every week it was the best thing she's ever tried. Oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever tried. You have to buy it. You guys, come on. No. That amount of PR, there's going to be something that you don't like. And it's your responsibility as a creator to be honest and say, you guys, I tried this. It's not for me. But you can say, my hair is very dry. My hair is very fine and thin. Maybe if you have thicker hair or your hair has more moisture and is not dehydrated, maybe it will work for you. Here's my link if you want to try it. There are ways to do that without lying, basically, without lying. You guys, I can't stand a damn liar anyway. I can't stand a liar. So when I know that someone is not being truthful about what they're trying to sell me, they get unfollowed. Like, I don't watch them anymore because I can't trust them. So for me, it is more important to have my integrity and to be trustworthy. And if I say that something is amazing, you guys, it's amazing. I'm not going to say that everything that I get, or even maybe it's not PR. Maybe it's just something that I bought, but I have an affiliate link, because all of my links down there, well, most of them, not all of them, most of them are affiliate links. So if you buy it, I do get a kickback. You know, I do get something for that, but I'm not going to, if I don't like a product, I'm not going to tell you I like a product. I will not do it, because that is huge, huge pet peeve of mine. For instance, I will never, ever get PR from Ipsy because I have trashed them so many times. But I was being honest, you guys. I was being honest. I was being honest with my opinions of what happened for that box or what happened for that subscription or whatever. Even if you've been around here a while, you know that BoxyCharm was my nemesis, my whole nemesis, because I paid for 6 months up front in every single box. There was either something missing, something broken, or something expired. And I was pissed. I was so mad. Every box. And I'm like, you know what? Once it was time, and people were like, well, don't buy it then. Well, I already paid for 6 months of it. Which leads me to my next topic. As I said, you cannot control what someone does or says, but you can control your reaction to it. People on social media in the comments are feral. They are feral. There's an abundance of sales of audacity because these people have it in droves. Because they are faceless, nameless, or faceless, they think they can say whatever the hell they want to say. You guys, and this is kind of where I was going in the beginning, and then I got off on other tangents. That I don't look at comments. I look at my own comments, and luckily, I have only had a handful of comments since I started my channel in 2020. I've only had a handful of comments that were nasty, or not even nasty, negative. You know, you're always going to have, if you're a creator, you know this, you're always going to have people that have something to say. What I do with those people is I pin the comment so that everyone can see how ridiculous they are. And then after a while, I might actually remove it, but I'd much rather pin it. And you guys, I don't set out to be petty. It's just ingrained in me. I do not set out to be petty. But I'm also not going to enable someone's bad behavior. If someone feels the need to say something feral on my post or on my in the comments of my video, I'm going to point it out, and I'm going to let them know that, you know, I don't get upset about it, because you can't get upset. Again, you can't control other people. You can only control your reaction to them. And you know, if it's just something dumb, I will just delete it. I will just delete it. But if it's something a little over the line, then I want everyone to see it. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's giving them a platform. And if that's the case, whatever, you guys. Whatever. I didn't start my channel to make money. I did it as a hobby. I did it for fun. I was grieving the loss of my dad, and I needed something in my life. So I started my channel in October of 2020. So I'm about to be 5 years. In October, it'll be 5 years. And I didn't set out to make money, which is a damn good thing, because I don't really make much money, but that's fine. I enjoy this. This is my peace. This is my, as Donna, my friend Donna says, this is my self-care. Coming out and talking to you guys about whatever is on my mind at the time. Maybe it's a project video. Maybe, guys, I am severely lacking in face brushes because they're all wet. Maybe it's a project video. Maybe it's a get ready with me. Maybe it is a palette tag or whatever. I do not take this seriously. Now, I love it, and I love you guys for being here. I do. I have made some of the best freaking friends on this platform and on Instagram. But I am not going to let someone else control my life. It's not happening. So when I see, you know, when other people are talking about their comments, and I hear about terrible, nasty comments, I just know that those people are shit people. They're just terrible people. And I don't react. I don't react because nothing that they say is going to change my mind, and nothing that I say is going to change their mind. They're just there to be terrible people. They're trolling. They're trolls. And they have a lot of audacity. You know, there's a saying about opinions and everyone having them. I'm not going to repeat that, but everyone has an opinion. And that's what they are. They're opinions. Opinions are not facts. Feelings are not facts. Feelings are opinions. So, if someone is making, okay, for instance, I will take this example because this has happened. I was ranking, maybe it was monthly palettes, maybe it was quarterly palettes, I don't know, but it was about eyeshadow palettes. And someone in the comments who is subscribed to me said, well, I don't like eyeshadow palettes. Okay, all right. You don't have to like eyeshadow palettes. Like, I don't understand why people think that that's okay. Or I've seen on other videos, like cooking videos, someone making, say, a strawberry tart, for instance. Well, I'm allergic to strawberries. Why would you make it with strawberries? You know what? Because it's not about you. Like, what makes these people think that they... I just laugh, you guys. I just laugh because I'm like, what? What just happened? Or say I have a, I don't know, a synthetic shirt on. Mine's cotton. But say I have a synthetic shirt. I can't wear synthetic fibers. Okay, well, don't then. Nobody's telling you you have to. I'm just telling you what I'm wearing. You know, it's stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. People have become so wrapped up in their own thing that their minds have gone completely closed-minded, and they have made that their identity. They cannot see any other opinion. Only their opinion is the only thing that's right. And if you have a different opinion, well, then you're wrong. No, they're opinions. Everyone has one. Your opinion can't be wrong. It is your opinion. Now, if I came out and said, it's a fact, the sky is green. Well, that's ridiculous. No, my opinion is I see green, but the sky is not green. But someone will fight to the death that the sky is green and the grass is blue and the water is purple, and just to be annoying, just to be difficult. Maybe they didn't get a lot of attention when they were young. Maybe they just need a hug. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know why people act the way they do. But it's gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. People think that they are entitled. Now, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. And if you voice it as an opinion, then that's one thing. But to come onto someone's video and say, well, I don't like eyeshadow palettes. Okay, well, you don't have to use them. Why? I don't understand the need to say that, I guess is what it is. When I comment on videos, I try to be very, very positive. Okay, so if someone does something that I don't like, if someone uses a product I don't like, well, they've used 15 other products in that video. I'm sure there's something that I like. And I'll say, oh, I love that bronzer. That bronzer is beautiful. Oh, I need to try that eyeshadow palette. It is beautiful. Okay, I don't say, I don't like the lipstick. All right. You don't have to like my lipstick. You don't have to like the fact that I took my e.l.f. putty blushes and I put them in these containers so that they were easier for me to use. You don't have to like that. I didn't do it for you. And I love how it's so easy for people to tell other people to do with their own money. Recently, I saw a video, a reel on Instagram of someone that bought a ridiculous, an eyeshadow palette and a lipstick that were ridiculous prices. Okay, well, that's their money. If they want to buy that, I'm not judging them for it. You guys, I'm not judging them for it. I personally wouldn't. I'm a cheapskate. I buy high-end makeup, but I only buy high-end makeup when it's on super duper sale. I won't pay full price for high-end makeup. I will not do it. Not when there are so many affordable products, e.l.f., that I love. But I'm not going to tell someone that they're ridiculous for paying $285 for an eyeshadow palette. I mean, that's crazy for me. My opinion is that that's some crazy pants stuff. Like there's no way for me that I would do that. Guess what? I'm not them. No one's putting a gun to my head telling me you have to spend $285 on this eyeshadow palette. No, I don't. And good on you. Well done you. Well done you that you are making that kind of money that you can drop that on an eyeshadow palette. And This individual has a ton of followers. They're getting paid. They're getting paid from Instagram. They are getting paid from YouTube. They're probably getting paid from TikTok and, I don't know, Facebook. They're probably getting paid. So if they're making a very nice chunk of change on their social media platforms, you know, they're allowed to take that money. The money that I get from YouTube, which is that much, I put it back into my channel. I'll upgrade my ring lights, or I will buy some more brushes, or I will buy some, you know, new released makeup or whatever. Although I don't do a whole lot of new releases, as you know, because I have so much. And me personally, I will buy something if I find it interesting and I want to buy it, I will buy it. But I don't go out and buy the newest, bigger, better, faster thing just because I have so much that I enjoy immensely and I want to use that. To me, my opinion, when I see these pans in makeup, that is the true test. When you have used a blush so damn much that it looks like that, you like it. So to me, that means more. This big pan means more to me than saying, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing I've ever tried. And I love it so much that I used it for this video and I'm never going to use it again. So yeah. And you know what? They're allowed to do that. They're allowed to use it one time and then stick it in a drawer. That's okay. That is fine. Nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's getting hurt by them doing that. Yeah, people telling other people that they shouldn't buy this or that or this or that, that is ridiculous. I have to sharpen this. Another instance. This is a Sephora liner. I think they're like this long. Well, actually, stand by. I can show you how long they are. There you go. That is a Sephora liner. This is a Sephora liner. I love this liner. As you can see, I have used the heck out of it. So without me even having to tell you, you should go buy this liner, which you shouldn't. I mean, if you want to, you can. I'm not telling you what to do with your own money. But if you see me pick up something and it's really used, you know I like it because it's really used. I went off on a tangent again. So my point about people being feral in the comments, it's not about you. Their video, they did not make that video, say for me instance. So this person did not make that video because Andi might watch it. I'm not that important, you guys. I'm not. These people have no idea who I am. So why should I take what they are saying personally? You know, there are certain things that I do not like. And if I see one in a video, I don't say, oh, I don't like that in the comments. I just keep scrolling because my thumbs work. Just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Because here's another thing. If you sit and watch it for a certain length of time, then the algorithm's going to think that you like that. So they're going to keep showing you that same thing, which just triggers you even more because they think you like it because you sat and watched the whole damn thing. So I recommend that if there's something you don't like, you should keep scrolling so that the algorithm does not think that you like it and it doesn't keep showing it to you, which makes you have a bad day. Personally, don't come at me. Personally, I can't stand Taylor Swift. I cannot stand Taylor Swift. When I see her on a post or on a video, guess what? I keep scrolling because that doesn't interest me because I don't like her. My opinion, she can't sing. My opinion. And you guys, guess what? It's not that serious. The fact that I don't like Taylor Swift doesn't mean I'm a terrible person. It doesn't mean that I need to be taken out back and have the crap beat out of me. It just means that that's my opinion and I'm allowed to have it. When I was growing up, I didn't like boy bands. I didn't like New Kids on the Block. I didn't like NSYNC. I didn't like, who was the other one? See, I don't even know who they were. The one that Justin Timberlake was in. What was that? Backstreet Boys. Was he in the Backstreet Boys? See, I don't even know because I didn't like them. There are certain songs that I like, but as a whole, I didn't like them. I love Boyz II Men. Love that boy band. I loved Belle Biv DeVoe. I loved New Edition. There are people who were fanatical about NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and they would like want to punch me in the face because I said I didn't like them. There is enough music in this world. We don't have to like the same things. We don't have to like the same foods. We don't have to like the same music, movies, makeup. We don't have to like the same makeup. It's a dang good thing that there's so much of it. I don't really love rainbow eyeshadow palettes. I love neutral palettes. I do have some rainbow eyeshadow palettes because sometimes I'm feeling a little spicy or feeling a little feisty and I want to do a purple look or a green look or a blue look or whatever, and I do that. But for the most part, I don't love them. And you know what? That's fine. So the next time you're watching a video or you're listening to a video or you're watching a reel or whatever, or you're looking at a post and you don't like what you see, use your thumb. Use your thumb. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. It's okay. You guys, I did not contour my jawline. You know, people will tell me that that is the wrong way to do that. But guess what? It works for me. It hides my triple chin. It kind of hides my jowls. So if you don't take anything else away from this video, because really, I just made it for fun. It's just fun. I needed to put on my makeup anyway. And I thought, what am I going to talk about? You know what? I'll talk about some social media pet peeves. Because I'm sure we all have them. Matter of fact, tell me in the comments below your biggest social media pet peeves. Because I guarantee you, they're also mine. I love that. There's sometimes where it'll be like, what is your biggest pet peeve? Can you be more specific? Because I have a lot of them. Are we talking about driving? Because I have at least 20 for driving. Are we talking about, social media? Are we talking about life in general? Like, you need to be more specific. Also, you guys, I love to do Get Ready With Me videos. So tell me some subjects in the comments below of what you want me to talk about. If it's something that I know anything about, because if I don't know about it, if I don't know anything about it, I'm probably not going to talk about it because, you guys, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert on, I'm not an expert on anything. This needs sharpened too. So I guess the moral of this whole dang video is that it's not all about you. It's not all about me. We all have differences of opinions, you guys. We all have different opinions. I don't like tomatoes. Most people love tomatoes. I don't like blue eyeshadow, although I keep buying it. A lot of people love blue eyeshadow. It's okay. We're allowed to disagree about anything because we're adults and we can have those either have those conversations and be civil and be respectful, or we can not have conversations about certain things at all. There are some things that are very polarizing that I don't have any desire to talk about on here or anywhere other than my real life. But we're all human beings. We are all hopefully we are all able to put differences aside and just exist in the beauty space. You know, I love, for the most part, I do love the beauty space. You know, the fact that I have so many friends on here, the fact that I have so many people that I talk to on Instagram and on here, like in my comments, and we're all different. We lead all different kinds of lives. We live in different parts of the country or of the world. We have different socioeconomic levels, but we all come together because we all love makeup. And to me, that's beautiful. And I'm not just being silly. Like, that is a beautiful thing, that we can all disagree on some things, but all agree on other things. And those things that we agree on and those things that we have our mutual interests are what ties us together. And I really love that. You guys, I really, really love that. Tell me in the comments below, what are your social media pet peeves? Let's start a conversation. You guys, what it really boils down to is we're all different. We all have different opinions. It's okay. We can still get along. We can still have conversations without it erupting into a big mess. I appreciate all of you for all of your amazing comments. Yeah, every once in a while there's a bad apple in there, but I really, really love having a conversation with you in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.